Welcome back to your favorite English learning channel.
English Podcast Adventures.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to English Podcast Adventures. My name is Michael.
And I'm Sophia. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Today, we're talking about something really useful, small talk superpowers, how to start friendly conversations in English.
Yes, and you know what? Small talk might seem simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful skills you can have. It helps you make friends, feel comfortable in new places, and connect with people everywhere.
Exactly. And we're going to share tips, phrases, and real examples you can use right away. So get comfortable, maybe grab a cup of coffee or tea, and let's chat.
Before we jump in, we want to tell you about something really helpful. We've created a free PDF with all the key phrases and tips from this episode. It's inside our English Podcast Adventures Telegram channel.
That's right. The link is in the description below this video. Just click it and it takes you straight to our Telegram channel where you can download the PDF. It's completely free.
And honestly, if you're not in that channel yet, you're missing out. We share extra learning tools, helpful resources, vocabulary lists, and even ask you what topics you want us to cover in future episodes.
So make sure to join. Okay, let's get into it. Sophia, what exactly is small talk?
Great question. Small talk is light, friendly conversation. It's not deep or serious. It's the kind of chat you have with a neighbor, a coworker, or even someone you just met.
Right, like when you're waiting for the bus, or standing in line at a coffee shop, or sitting next to someone at an event. Small talk helps break the ice.
Break the ice. That's a great expression. It means to make people feel comfortable and start a conversation when things feel a little awkward or quiet.
Exactly. So small talk breaks the ice and makes the atmosphere more relaxed. But here's the thing. A lot of people feel nervous about starting small talk, especially in English.
Oh, absolutely. I think people worry about saying the wrong thing or not knowing what to talk about, or maybe the other person won't want to talk.
Yes, those are common worries. But the truth is, most people actually like small talk. It makes everyday life more friendly and human. And once you know a few simple strategies, it becomes so much easier.
So let's start with the basics. How do you actually start a small talk conversation?
One of the easiest ways is to comment on the situation around you, something you both can see or experience.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Imagine you're in a coffee shop and it's really crowded. You could say to the person next to you, "Wow, it's really busy today, isn't it?" Simple, right?
Super simple. And that's a great example because you're not asking anything personal. You're just making an observation about something you both notice.
Exactly. Another example. You're at a bus stop and it's raining. You could say, "This rain came out of nowhere," or "I didn't bring an umbrella today, did you?"
I love that. And notice how Michael added a little question at the end. That invites the other person to respond. It opens the door for conversation.
Yes, good point. Adding a question, even a tiny one, makes it easier for the other person to join in. It shows you're interested in talking.
So that's strategy number 1. Comment on your surroundings. What's another easy way to start small talk?
Another way is to give a genuine compliment. And I want to stress the word genuine. It has to be real and sincere.
Right. Don't just say something to say it. But if you really like someone's jacket or their bag, or maybe they're reading a book you recognize, you can mention it.
For example, "I really like your jacket. Where did you get it?" Or, "Hey, I love that book. How are you liking it so far?"
Those are perfect. Compliments make people feel good, and they naturally lead to conversation. People usually appreciate it when you notice something positive.
Exactly. And here's a little tip. When you compliment something specific, not just "nice shirt," but "I love the color of your shirt," it sounds more thoughtful.
That's true. It shows you're really paying attention. Okay, so we have commenting on the situation and giving compliments. What else?
Another great way is to ask for help or advice. People generally like to help, and it's an easy conversation starter.
Oh, I use this one all the time. Like, "Excuse me, do you know if this bus goes downtown?" Or, "Have you been to this cafe before? What do you recommend?"
perfect examples. You're asking something simple and it gives the other person a chance to share their knowledge or experience. It makes them feel useful.
And it's low pressure. You're not asking anything too personal. You're just asking about something practical.
Exactly. And even if they don't know the answer, they might still chat with you for a moment. You've opened the door.
I love that phrase, opened the door. It means you've created an opportunity for something to happen. In this case, a conversation.
Right. So those are 3 easy ways to start small talk. Comment on your surroundings, give a genuine compliment, or ask for help or advice. But now let's talk about what to say after you start, because that's where people sometimes get stuck.
Yes, this is important. You start the conversation, the other person responds, and then what?
Well, the key is to listen and ask follow-up questions. Show that you're interested in what they're saying.
So if someone says, "Oh, I got this jacket at a little shop downtown," you could say, "Oh, nice. I love shopping downtown. What's the name of the shop?"
Exactly. You're keeping the conversation going by showing curiosity. You're not just waiting for your turn to talk, you're actually listening.
And that's so important. People can tell when you're really listening versus when you're just being polite.
Absolutely. Another tip is to share a little bit about yourself, too. Conversation is a two-way street.
A two-way street. That means both people are participating equally. It's not just one person talking or asking questions.
Right. So if someone tells you about their weekend, you might say, "That sounds fun. I actually went hiking this weekend. Do you like being outdoors?"
Perfect. You shared something about yourself and then asked a question to keep it going. That balance is really important.
Now let's talk about some topics that work really well for small talk. These are safe, friendly topics that almost anyone can talk about.
Okay, yes. So what are some good topics?
Weather is a classic. Everyone experiences weather, and it's neutral. You can say, "Beautiful day today, isn't it?" Or, "Can you believe how cold it got?"
Weather is probably the most universal small talk topic in the world. It's safe, easy, and always relevant.
Another one is travel. People love talking about places they've been or want to go. You could ask, "Have you traveled anywhere interesting recently?" Or, "If you could visit anywhere, where would you go?"
I love travel questions. They usually lead to really interesting stories, and even if someone hasn't traveled much, they can talk about where they'd like to go.
Hobbies are another great topic. What do you like to do in your free time? Or do you have any hobbies?
Yes, and food too. Everyone eats, so asking about favorite foods or restaurants is always a good choice.
Have you tried any good restaurants lately? Or do you like cooking?
Those are great. So we have weather, travel, hobbies, and food. Are there any topics we should avoid?
Good question. In general, it's best to avoid topics that are too personal or controversial when you're first meeting someone. Things like politics, religion, money, or health issues.
Right. Those topics can make people uncomfortable if they don't know you well. Small talk should feel light and present.
Exactly. Keep it friendly and positive. You're not trying to have a deep debate. You're just trying to connect and be friendly.
And speaking of being friendly, let's talk about body language and tone, because how you say something is just as important as what you say.
Oh, definitely. You can say the right words, but if your body language is closed off or your tone sounds uninterested, the conversation won't flow well.
So what should people pay attention to?
First, smile. A warm smile makes you seem approachable and friendly. It puts the other person at ease.
Yes, smiling is so powerful. It's a universal sign of friendliness.
Also, make eye contact. Not in a creepy, staring way, but just enough to show you're engaged and interested.
Right. If you're looking at your phone or looking away, it sends the message that you're not really interested in talking.
And your tone of voice matters too. Speak clearly and with a friendly tone. You don't want to sound bored or annoyed.
Even if you're a little nervous, try to sound warm and open. People respond to energy and enthusiasm.
Absolutely. And here's something I want to mention. If you're learning English and you're worried about making mistakes, don't be. Most people appreciate the effort you're making to communicate.
That's so true. Native speakers usually have a lot of respect for people learning English, and small talk is actually a great way to practice.
Exactly. Every conversation is practice. And you know what? If you want to practice even more, leave a comment below this video in English. Tell us about a time you had a great small talk conversation, or share a question you like to ask when meeting new people.
Yes, please do that. Writing in English is such good practice, and we love reading your comments. Plus, it helps other learners too when they see your ideas.
And if you're enjoying this episode, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us know what content you like, and it helps other learners find this channel.
Okay, let's talk about some specific phrases you can use. We'll give you some simple sentences you can memorize and use in different situations.
Great idea. Let's start with greetings and opening lines. You could say, "Hi, how's it going?" Or, "Hey, how you doing today?"
Those are casual and friendly. You could also say, "Nice to meet you," when you're introduced to someone, or "Good to see you again" if you've met before.
If you want to comment on the weather, try, "Nice weather we're having," or, "It's a bit chilly today, isn't it?"
Adding "isn't it" or "don't you think" at the end of a statement turns it into a question and invites the other person to agree or respond. It's called a tag question.
Good point. For compliments, you could say, "I really like your shoes," or, "That's a great book. I've heard good things about it."
And if you're asking for help, try, "Excuse me, could you help me with something?" Or, "Do you happen to know where the nearest subway station is?"
Do you happen to know is a polite way to ask. It sounds less demanding than do you know.
For keeping the conversation going, you can use phrases like, "Oh, really?" Or "That's interesting," or "Tell me more about that."
Those little phrases show you're listening and encourage the other person to keep talking. They're super useful.
And when it's time to end the conversation, you can say, "Well, it was really nice talking to you," or "I should get going, but thanks for the chat."
Ending well is important too. You want to leave a positive impression. You could add, "Hope to see you around," or "Have a great day."
Those are all such useful phrases. And remember, all of these phrases and more are in the free PDF in our English Podcast Adventures Telegram channel.
That's right. Don't forget to grab it. The link is in the description. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make with small talk.
Okay, what's a big one?
Talking too much about yourself. Remember, conversation is a two-way street. If you only talk about yourself and never ask questions, the other person will feel left out.
Right, you want to share, but also listen and show interest in the other person. Balance is key.
Another mistake is asking questions that are too personal too soon. Don't ask about someone's age, salary, or relationship status when you first meet them.
Yes, save those topics for when you know someone better. Keep it light at first.
Also, don't complain too much. If all you do is complain about the weather, your job, or your problems, it brings the mood down.
That's true. Stay positive and friendly. Even if you're having a bad day, try to keep the conversation pleasant.
And here's another one. Don't interrupt. Let the other person finish their thought before you jump in.
Interrupting can seem rude even if you don't mean it that way. Be patient and wait for your turn.
Exactly. So those are some things to avoid, but overall, just be yourself, be friendly, and be curious about the other person.
That's great advice. Small talk doesn't have to be complicated. It's really just about being human and connecting with people.
Absolutely. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. At first, it might feel awkward, but after a while, it becomes natural.
So our challenge to you is this. In the next few days, try starting a small talk conversation with someone, maybe at the grocery store or a coffee shop or while you're waiting somewhere.
Just try one of the strategies we talked about. Comment on the situation, give a genuine compliment, or ask a simple question. See what happens.
And then come back and tell us how it went in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories.
Yes, please share. And if you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend or classmate who's also learning English. It helps them and it helps our channel grow.
We really appreciate your support. Every like, comment, and share makes a difference.
Now, before we finish, let's do a quick recap of the main points we covered today.
Great idea. So small talk is light, friendly conversation that helps you connect with people in everyday situations.
You can start small talk by commenting on your surroundings, giving a genuine compliment, or asking for help or advice.
Good topics include weather, travel, hobbies, and food. Avoid topics that are too personal or controversial.
Show interest by listening and asking follow-up questions. Share a little about yourself too to keep the conversation balanced.
Pay attention to your body language and tone. Smile, make eye contact, and sound friendly.
And practice. The more you practice small talk, the more confident you'll become.
Those are the key points. If you want to review everything in more detail, remember to download the free PDF from our Telegram channel.
And speaking of watching more, click the video on your screen right now to watch another episode from English Podcast Adventures. Keep learning and keep practicing.
All right, we're coming to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for listening and spending this time with us.
We really hope you feel more confident about starting friendly conversations in English. Remember, small talk is a superpower and you can develop it.
Don't forget, the free PDF with all the phrases and tips from today's episode is waiting for you inside the English Podcast Adventures Telegram channel. The link is right there in the description below.
Just click it and join the community. You'll get access to helpful resources, extra materials, and you can even suggest topics for future episodes.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in English, and share it with another English learner. It helps us so much.
Thanks again for being here. We'll see you in the next episode.
Until then, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep having those friendly conversations.
Take care, everyone.
Bye for now.